Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm turning things around. This time I've already made the soap and I want to show it to you. See what it looks like, because I thought you'd be intrigued with how I made that one. I also made another soap. I'll put the link at the very end of this video, called Lemon Lime Sublime. I think it was the second version of that, where I used the same technique to kind of integrate all the colors in a scattered kind of a way throughout the bar. And of course I'll have a color tutorial, but I do want to tell you that this fragrance called Cranberry Salsa smells so delicious. One of the most delicious scents that I've ever worked with. And it doesn't rise, it doesn't accelerate, it doesn't discolor, so it's just a great soap scent to work with. I might even say that when I was working with it, it almost slowed down trace, so I had a lot of time to do this soap, and the swirl demands that it stays very liquidy, so it was just perfect. So without further ado, let's get started with the color tutorial and then the making of the soap. I'm going to start off with my base color. It's the most delicate. I'm using Rustic Escentuals has this very light green called Pistachio Mica, and I'm going to add some titanium dioxide to it to make it even lighter. I wanted it almost imperceptibly green, and such a great soft color. It makes a great base for the soap that I'm going to be making today. With the Cranberry Salsa, I could really picture some different oranges, reds, and a little bit of green in there. So the other thing that I'm going to be using is some Clementine Pop Mica, also from Rustic Escentuals. But I wanted to add a little bit of brown to it. So what I did was I combined some passion orange with that, so it looks more like a burnt orange. So let's add a little bit of brown to it, a little more orange, some white, so that it's not a really bright orange, and I need a little more brown, something like that. A tan orange, and then I'm going to have some pink, pretty complex soap I'm trying today because it has so many different colors, but I have used Cranberry Salsa fragrance before and it does not accelerate. I would not want to try this with a fragrance that accelerates. Also going to be using a really deep Bordeaux Mica. By the way, this is entirely colored with Rustic Escentuals Micas. I'm going to add a little bit of brown to that also. Get a little rusty red for that burgundy, something like that. And then another color that I'm really loving a lot, it's called Fiery Fusion Mica. I don't even know if I can mix it, but it's just a really deep pink, I guess you would say, magenta-y pink, something like that. And then I'm going to go back to a swirl, a type of swirling that I did back in a video a long time ago. So I will post a link to that swirl type that I did so that you can see how I combine all these colors. And let's see, yep, those are all the colors. With this swirl you get lots of feathery swirls to it, so I hope you will like it. Let's get on with the soap now. Okay, as you just saw, I just blended in my oils and milks, and then I added my lye. Mix that up well. It's emulsified. Want to keep it liquid. Got my colors here. They're all bright, warm, except for this one. It's kind of a earthy orange, but I wanted something to break up all that brightness. So there's that. Just a little bit of all the colors, since there are so many, and you'll see what I'm up to in a bit. Like this cool pink. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do with color is to get this pistachio green and titanium dioxide in here. This is going to be my base, and there's really not going to be a whole lot of that after I did it all, after I added all the other colors, but it's going to be not a major part of the color design when I'm done with it. Okay, so let me start blending my other colors. You'll be able to see everything. So there's my pink. There's my fiery fusion mica. This is a color called Bordeaux. I'm trying to pick cranberry light colors for this. And this is passion orange with a little bit of clementine pop. I'm going to stir all these out. And if I didn't tell you that this cranberry salsa fragrance just smells so super. I made some sample soaps with it not long ago, and here's my chance to make some bars that I'll put on the website, and it's just pretty incredible. Now for this to work, I like it very fluid. And this is the other nice thing about this fragrance is that it almost slows down trace a little bit here, so it gives me a lot of time to work with it. And you might see with this passion orange why I added the clementine pop to lighten it up a little bit. And I love it when the colors are semi-related because I can use the same spatula. Okay, that's such a great color, that burgundy mica. Alright, so now I'm going to be doing essentially an in-the-pot swirl. But I haven't done this since one of my last version of Lemon Lime Sublime, and I really liked the turbulent swirls that resulted. So I'm going to pour this both high and low so that it's incorporated in the upper portions and the bottom portions of the main batter. Going in with a lighter color right in those spots, pushing it in, adding some spots closer to the top. Wow, look at that pink against that pistachio. And a darker color right in there. So I'm alternating the adjacent colors with a darker and a lighter, and that'll give a lot more contrast. So it's not just the colors that you use. I spent a lot of time on that, but it's like where you place them in your soap that gives you bang for the buck. Okay, save a lot of this for the top. I'm not going to even stir that around. I'll just pour this in. Look at that. And there should be more color down there too. Now if I get the swirls like I did the time that I made that Lemon Lime Sublime soap, I'm going to be really happy. And I'm really surprised I haven't used that pour technique since that time. Haven't mentioned in a long time how much I love these molds from Essential Depot. And a lot of soapers use them. Just unmold so nicely, and I've had some of these for a while now and they hold up really well. I love this color. To me, this is the signature cranberry color, so I'm going to leave some of that so I can put it on the very top. This is more of the rusty red. This is the Bordeaux Mica. I don't have much green left, so I'm going to save that also. Get this pink in there. And let's see, I don't have as much of the green as I do that other color, so let's save that for last. I think I have enough. Get that fiery fusion in there. And the last couple drops of this green is going to be perfect. So not just the colors you choose, but where you place them in the soap and how much you make of each of the color. All helps your soap design. That looks pretty awesome as it is. So I think I'll just leave it at that and bring you back for the cut. Okay, this just smells awesome. This is cranberry salsa. And I'm not even going to cut off the end because I really like how the end piece looks in this case. And I really like how those reds, orange, pinks stand out against that pistachio green. I actually lightened that green a little bit because it is the base color. But yeah, very happy with that. And again, I don't know why I haven't done this swirl since I've done the lemon lime sublime soap, which I will leave a link to at the end. But yeah, I really do like this swirl. The colors dispersed all the way through the bar and on the top. Also cutting the bars a bit thicker these days. And this does really remind me of the fragrance, which is one of my goals. Every time I make a soap, I want the look of the soap to match the fragrance of the soap. I also like that the titanium dioxide had no issues. There's no glycerin rivers. It looks like I managed to keep the bubbles out of this one too, so very happy with this. Also happy with the fragrance, that it smells awesome, of course, but that it doesn't accelerate, doesn't do anything funny. So I think I'm going to stick with this swirl for a while. It seems pretty foolproof and getting really awesome swirls. So the basic technique in this swirl, I think, is to have a base color and not have a whole lot of it, so that when you pour the colors in, The base color disperses throughout the soap, and it's not overwhelmingly green, but it definitely adds something to the color scheme of the soap. And this is the last one. The last one has a little bubble in it. But it also has that neat little swirl in it. So this is Clyde at Vibrant Soap. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the thumbs up, and thanks for the comments and subscribing. I'm really trying to build up my subscribership, just because it's a lot of work to do for nothing. And it really hasn't been nothing, because of course when I go places that involves a lot of soapers, it seems like I already have some built-in friendships there, and I really love that. But I'd like to hear from you out there too. And stick around for the links to other soaps that I think are similar to this one, at least in the design. And we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.